And the New England. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the kick goes outside the white lines. That's why the flag comes out.
Yes, and that was an error by the kicker, and it will give the offense great starting field position.
Barkley. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Barkley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Well, I'd say we're well past the time that we're trying to work out the kinks of the season, aren't we? We're already into week 3, and he's looking really, really strong. Already has won an AFC Player of the Week award.
Yeah, did that a week ago in week 2 with runs like that and then some. First down, Prescott gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
At the 34-yard line.
Mike's 56. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
Now Prescott. It's caught. Lockett. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
First down, New York.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
Yeah, just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose.
Mike, Mike's 5-4. We got it, 47. We're going to 54. Mike 54. Check 52.
On first and 10, Prescott. He's got Green. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Prescott yet again. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A.J. Green, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise, as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he finds Danny Amendola. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
First down.
Here we go.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
I got him. 21. Check this guy.
They run it with a rookie from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a loss of a yard.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Here we go. Like 20.
On second and 11 now. Garoppolo. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know some big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
They begin with a run by Barkley. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Here we go. 46. Under.
A first down throw for Prescott, eluding the pressure right. Open man is Hill. He's got it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, it gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other for the completion.
Check 56.
On second down, Barkley. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Saquon Barkley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him. And his throw is incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Garoppolo will lead the Patriots up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Bang. 80 weapons. Check.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Throwing on second down, Garoppolo. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Ryan Kerrigan, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on third and long? He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
21.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. Airing one out for Crowder. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They run with Barkley on first down, and he gets about 5 out of it. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go. 56 is the mic. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy.
On second down now, Barkley. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Saquon Barkley with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So here now is Prescott as his guys will go for the 2-point conversion.
See me in your nightmares, son. Go to 54. Go to 54. Why? Check it out.
Throwing, Prescott. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. On 2nd down, Jacobs. Got some room at the 30. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Here we go. What do you need? Check, 59. Yo. Stay hot.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets will extend their lead. So here now is Prescott as his guys will go for the 2-point conversion. To throw is Prescott. The quick slant caught. And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Typically down in the 1st half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bilal Nichols just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
One, Omaha. 59. 61. Matchbox.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on fourth down.
Here we go.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on fourth down and 9.
11. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. No, check. Move.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And Amendola with a catch. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. And it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. On first down, Garoppolo airing one out for Crowder. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Rashaan Melvin.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On first down, Barkley. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Good job.
2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Ryan Kerrigan picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. 11.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now, so as you mentioned, trying to find something to string.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing him.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Just like that. Slam, slam. Go, go, go. Get out there, get out there. Roy. Check 30.
They'll run with Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Up to make the stop, the Texans' leading tackler a year ago, Zach Cunningham.
2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
54.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Prescott. That one complete to Hill. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. The 3rd down run gets them nothing.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on fourth. Prescott to throw on fourth. And he's got Lockett. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So second and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. They get it to him running left, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that is going to set up third and goal. They come out here in the I. From back at the 2, here's third and goal. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
They'll run with Barkley. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Patriots get the football back.
Here we go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Here we go, here we go. Black 80! Drop deep, drop deep.
On second down now, it's Jacobs. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down.
Eleven. 52's the mic. It's been a long day for you. Check 50.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on fourth down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Here's Brett Kern now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And a lemon of a kick there. This is going to be spotted down right on the 30-yard line. Elsewhere, they have gone to the third quarter now in Dallas. And the Cowboys have added on to their lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. A first down carry for Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Saquon Barkley, the ball carrier. Bradley Roby on the tackle. 8 yards on the pickup.
Back now in Foxborough. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
Gun.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Here we go.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I got one.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jacobs. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Here we go again.
The Pats going for it. Garoppolo. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Here we go. Let him know. Watch the edge.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Double dog. That's the way.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Let's go, baby.
4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3-and-out here after having the interception.
And it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series. They're trying to help him out here with a big stand.
Here we go. Check right 54. Then we're going to 53. Let's go.
Prescott from the gun to Barkley on the check down. And a good display of footwork will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They come out here in the I. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now Saquon Barkley, and he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They'll go to Barkley again, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
From the 27, Garoppolo on the catch. It's Crowder. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Got a man, it's Amendola. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Garoppolo again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And how about this, a fake? And he's going to let it go deep. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashaan Melvin. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk. Reception. Good way for them to end it. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. That's always puzzled me a little bit.
Barkley with a carry on first down, and he'll get about 4. So 2nd and 6 forthcoming. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the run, it's Barkley. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
He's checking. Crash.
And they'll run for it with Barkley.
Here we go.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And